Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Ball!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Welcome in, OTB. Here on this Monday. Jake, Alondra, Tay here with you, the OG tripod. I still think Flynn works here. I don't really know. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. Glad to be back with you. Sure, baseball got swept, but wasn't really expecting too much. Didn't go in with high expectations, but LSU softball went out there and handled business. So we'll certainly talk about that. Congratulations to them. They've got a great chance to pull off a nice little run here, and we'll see what that looks like. We'll break it all down, what their path looks like moving forward. But as we always do, a little vibe check to get the week started. Alondra, how we doing?
Good. I'm very excited about softball. Dominated.
They did
the regional. They didn't just win; they dominated it. Opponents only scored 2 points against them.
It's weird because Virginia Tech probably should have hosted.
Yeah. You think that beat writer's punching the air this morning?
I kind of want to look him up and see. If you missed it, there's a beat writer that was super salty that Virginia Tech did not get to host the regional and wrote "Prove them wrong, ladies" at the end of the article. And I mean,
12-2. In the 2 games against Virginia Tech, by the way.
Hey,
one run rolled.
3 or 4 grand slams, they would have been right back in it.
They would have been there.
You know what I'm saying?
They would have been there.
So
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, great weekend.
It was. It was kind of cool to see people at the because, my God, I was at a ballpark all weekend too. It was kind of cool. People, following it on their phone, watching it on their phone.
Yeah.
Seeing LSU softball. Get back to where we've known them. Because, Alondra, it's been so long.
It's been forever. It's been all the way since 2024.
I was going to put that in a weekend loser, but it's not even worthy of it. Whoever, I don't even remember. It was
I don't remember
the SEC or ESPN, somebody. They were like, LSU softball returns to the Super Regionals. First time since 2024. My dog, that means they missed one. I mean, they missed one. First time they returned since 2024. So, man, that was last year, basically. So, yeah, finally returning, I guess. But, yeah, they were dominant against Akron, against Virginia Tech, 2 different times. We'll talk about all of that. Tay, how we doing? How was the weekend?
Great.
Any more furniture we put together?
Do what?
Any more furniture we had to pput together?
Yeah, we put together like a baby automatic rocker thingy yesterday. I don't know what it's called, but it kind of swivels side to side. We did the 4D scan of the baby on Saturday to see what he actually looks like and stuff. So that was really cool. We did that Saturday morning, and then
those are fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like, the thing actually looks like a human now.
Yeah, it did. It looked like a human. It was not black and white. We had a little bit of color to it, so it was nice. We enjoyed it, and the room you go into, they can hold 8 people. So my parents were there, her parents were there, her sisters. So we were all in there. So it was a good time.
Was Razor throwing up the deuces?
He was active. Yeah. He was active for sure. Put a hand in front of his face. Was like, you got to pay for these kinds of pictures, guys.
That's right.
He said no free content.
Yeah. So it was a good time.
Oh, that's good. It's good. We were like I said, we were at a ball field all weekend. We played a tournament that was on Memphis' side 3 days long. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we played all the games. Just a lot of baseball. Huddy we were in Zachary with Memphis, and then we were Katie was in Plaquemine with Huddy. So we were 2 ships passing in the night.
Dang.
Just the most
I didn't
baseball.
realize they were in 2 different spots. That sucks.
Yeah. Very rarely are they in the same spot, and when they are, it's great.
Yeah.
Because we obviously can
go
watch
back
both
and forth.
So a lot of game changer for both of us, watching between games, trying to watch the other one. But y'all, we've been talking about the heat coming. It was hot
Yeah.
yesterday.
It was hot.
I mean,
Like all weekend. Even
look
Friday.
at these tan lines.
Oh no.
It's not good, people. It is not
those are
good.
serious tan
Wait,
lines.
that's crazy.
We
It
like
is
'em.
not good. When you tan like I do, and only part of you sees the sun, it's
Yeah.
not good, y'all.
No.
That's from one weekend. It's not good.
Oh,
Like-
you're about to be tan.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yesterday was the first time in a while like I felt the heat. Like you're like, okay, this is a hot boy here today.
Yeah.
Friday was hot. Saturday was hot too.
Wasn't hot in the box. Man, I don't even know what to say about that. Milam's still
There-
really good. If
Yep.
we're looking for a positive,
Steven Milam's.
he's great.
What did you
Yeah.
do, 500 on the weekend?
Yeah, they were chanting one more year, and I don't
God
know.
willing.
I don't know you're gonna get about one more. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I hope so, but it's a really big ask to ask him to come back another year.
Yeah, because even somebody like that, he's going to find his way on a roster, like at the highest level. I'm talking about, I think he's a big leaguer because switch hitter, great defense, intangibles are great. He's got some pop. He's like, I don't know. Is it ever going to be, he's your starting shortstop for 6 years? Maybe not.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the show, though. He's going to be on somebody's roster.
He'll have a role.
Oh, yeah. He'll be a super utility guy. He was great.
I mean, it's it's just the same thing
That's about
every
it.
weekend. I don't know.
The first pitch went well, Jake.
That was one of the coolest
We
moments.
buried the lead.
I forgot.
I forgot about it, too.
Like,
I
they
forgot
played
it
so
happened
poor.
this weekend.
It feels like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So that was very cool. Alondra, you did great setting all that up. So certainly appreciate it.
I just thought it'd be like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, you
it
know,
was.
if we were more competitive too, it'd be even cooler. But it
Yeah.
was still very fun for me. Like
It was Memphis for
just
me.
to bring my son like out there was fun. Like Memphis was eating it up. He went and got his ball signed by Stephen Milam. Was talking with him because Memphis has never met a stranger, and he's just sitting there and just enjoying it. And then I was like, "Hey, you want to go out to the mound with me?" And just thinking he would think that was really cool. He's like, "Yeah." And so he's giving me a hard time. He's like, "Back up." So like I get on the rubber, throw the pitch, whatever, and we'll get to Ronnie and him talking trash a little
Bruh.
bit later. Guy hadn't thrown a strike in the box yet. So throw it, whatever. I'm about like, you kind of jog back to the catcher, right? That's
Yeah.
what they do. You jog back, you shake the hand, you get the ball, whatever. So I'm
Right.
jogging back,
You take
whatever.
the pick.
And the player goes, "Hey, so you want to get one too?" And I'm thinking in my mind, like, oh my God, he's like, what?
He don't care.
And like I swear, like, so I kind of turn around and like by the time I'm asking him, "Hey, do you want to get one?" Like he's basically towing the rubber.
Yeah.
And
Full
so, like,
uni made it so much
full
better.
uni. And then so like I jog off because I'm like, he's about to have a moment. I'm jogging off the field. I'm gonna watch this. And I didn't have time to get nervous.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have time to get nervous for him.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, he's towing the rubber. Like he's about to throw it
He had no fear.
66.
Yeah.
How'd
I
it
just put
go?
the video in the dog.
And then, dude, by the time I like turned around, he's throwing a seed right down the middle of the plate.
Yeah. I put
Crowd
the video in
pop.
the dog.
It was awesome.
Yeah, the crowd would
Oh, much louder, and they should have been. He threw it harder than me. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was so funny. He literally did not care.
That's his in sports. He's a really good athlete, blah blah blah. But his mentals,
Yeah.
are what makes him much better.
Yeah.
Like that.
He didn't care he was in a crowd of people
couldn't care less.
in Alec Box Stadium.
Couldn't care
just-
less. In an SEC series against Florida, he's like, okay, yeah, let me tell you this real quick.
People watching.
And that's his biggest strong suit in sports. is
Yeah.
He just that part has never gotten to him.
That was so funny.
Oh, then his brothers usually talk trash to him, because they're brothers. That's what we
Right.
do. They didn't have much to say that day.
No, couldn't. Like, what are you supposed to say? Could have been a little.
So it was good. It was good. And I appreciate you setting that up.
Of
That's
course.
a core memory.
Yeah, that was awesome. Core memory for everybody involved.
Yeah. Even if Rance is talking trash in the broadcast, knowing, Jumbo, you ain't thrown a strike in that place yet.
This is like, I didn't hear it. That's just what your mom said.
Oh, I got all the messages. Don't worry. As soon as Ronnie opened his big mouth, I got them all.
Gosh.
Don't worry. It was funny, and I think this is true. So the voice texted me, and he's like, "Hey, we kind of got like some, TrackMan setup or whatever." He's like, we got you at 46. We got Memphis at 49. And I was like, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, right? I could see that Memphis threw it harder than I did.
No doubt. No doubt.
And I didn't even, it happened so fast. I had cut the video off, and by the time I tried I tried to re-record, and the ball was already in the glove.
Yeah, it was so fast.
But I think Katie's the one that got that video.
I think, yeah.
It's not that one.
I got a couple people that sent it to me. Moscona had a view.
Yeah.
It was kind of a cool view, too, that he put out there. But then after that, didn't go great. So we went from where we were, we went up to the seats, whatever, and then I'm like, hey, saying hey to my family, and I'm like, y'all want something? I'm gonna go grab some Dr. Peppers for the boys.
Right.
And so I go get snacks. I came back and it was 2-0 Florida. And I was like, the hell? What the hell happened here?
I went to go get Dr. Peppers.
Oh my gosh. And I know the season's not over. They still got the SEC tournament. We'll talk about all of that, but it's just that game in particular, Friday was just they punched you in the mouth, and it's like, all right, we're done.
Yeah.
We're good. Now, you did have, the last game you had some fight, but even Thursday, but Friday was just they threw a haymaker, you caught it on the chin, you didn't try to get back up. And I will say this, as bad as it's been for the most part, because you go back to the Georgia series too, it's kind of the same things, and just one game, just quit. If you're watching this on YouTube now, you're about to watch Memphis absolutely show me up here. Toe in the rubber, boom, right down the middle. Had a leg kick too. What's this kid doing?
I love the confidence.
Oh man. So we'll recap all the bad baseball. We'll recap all the really good softball. Will Helmers will come in today, so we'll kind of get one final thought from him in the regular season, preview the SEC tournament, something Will's certainly been through, and what it would take for LSU to make a crazy run, because teams that already have their positioning, right? We've seen LSU certainly do this in the past. They're going to play it a different way. LSU's playing for their lives. They are playing to continue their season, and so when you play it like that, we have certainly seen teams go out there and make a run. So we'll preview that with Will. We've got weekend winners and losers as well. Marler, I think, is coming in. I don't know. He's got a tummy ache. We'll see if he's able to get in here. We got all that coming your way when we jump back here on OTB. And, of course, our Monday show is brought to you by Bayou Automotive.
Off the bench.
All right, go to emsair.net, emsair.net. When your AC goes out in South Louisiana, and you felt it this weekend, it's not just uncomfortable, it is an emergency. And that is why you call Emerson Heating and Air. Emerson has been helping families and businesses stay cool and really doing it with incredible customer service. Now, I can tell you that because I have dealt with them as well. We don't just talk about them. They have been out to our house, me and Matt, and they have fixed our units as well. Two different for me, right? Two different problems, and they fixed them in under 5 minutes, and they service all major brands. They've got the OTB $89 special going on in May, right? $89 AC tune-up to make sure you're ready to go for that summer heat. So when emergencies happen, they're available 24/7 because air conditioning problems don't wait for business hours. Call them at 225-232-3522 or always visit them online to get your appointment scheduled at emsair.net.
Rice cooking in the microwave. Got a 3-day beard I don't plan to shave, and it's a goofy thing, but I just
Off the bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
Yeah, I think I'll make me some homemade soup. I'm feeling pretty good, and that's the truth. It's neither drink nor drug induced. No, I'm just doing all right. And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining.
Play now. Welcome back. I'm going to let y'all guess who has the aux cord today.
They're not all like this.
No, it's a great song, though. Great song. Tay-Tay's got the aux cord. Tay-Tay, theme for today?
Yeah, we're going on a boat. Song's good for on a boat since Memorial Day coming up. I'm going to kind of get a good little theme going.
I like it. Aux cord on a boat. It's different. I like it.
It does make me a little sad, though, because they play this after LSU baseball games. And then, so, like, the last few years, it's ingrained, like, a really, like, nostalgic feeling for me for when they're winning. And now it's like,
All right, last part about the first pitch, because I forgot about this part. It was pretty funny. Alondra, were you there when we were walking up the tunnel and Florida's coaches stopped?
we're trying to scout Memphis, yeah.
Y'all better back up. Florida's coach over there like, hey, don't listen to your daddy. We need you to come down to Florida. Man, y'all better get out of here.
Sir.
I don't know. Sullivan might be a good mentor for him.
I'd rather him go to New Jersey Technical Institution.
Jim Tan Laundry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go pitch for you, Gators. For real. Stop my man and try to recruit him.
Yeah, I heard that. That was funny. Sir, it's not happening. Sorry.
Best part was, I did joke with him. I was like, yeah, Chris Doring's always trying to get him already. And every coach, because they know Doring, starts laughing.
So I forgot you said that. And they were like,
all three of them just started laughing. Yeah. Going no Florida Gators. Get out of here.
Overall, that was just a really cool experience.
Very, very, very cool.
Yeah.
So appreciate it.
Wait, Krista in the chat said, my dad went to NJIT.
Oh, that's...
There's no way. I thought you just made that up.
Dude, but of all the schools for you to pull, the fact that, like, somebody knows somebody that went to NJIT is insane.
It's a real school. I just tried to think of, like, just, like, the most letters I could get into a college.
I thought that was made up.
No. Wow.
That's hilarious.
That's actually really, really funny. Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and get the show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go see our friends over at GoFlow IV Spa. GEAUX flowiv.com is the website. We always encourage you, go check out the website because they got a lot of different options for you, different membership packages that you can sign up for, right? We always talk about how they're going to have, different cocktails for you, like depending on what you need. If you need energy boost, if you need something for your immune system, right? You're going to get vitamized over there. So we always encourage you, go to the website, kind of see everything that they have to offer. You see behind us every day that number, 225-953-8150 off of Jefferson Highway in Baton Rouge. And the good thing about it, too, they're also open on the weekends as well. So, look, hangover cure, illness recovery, athletic performance, skin, hair, beauty care, like all of that, they can help you out. And we always encourage you to go to the website to check all those things out. That's GoFlowIV.com, GEUXFlowIV.com, GoFlowIV Spa, health and wellness, GoFlowIV.com. All right, so typically we'd start with baseball, but look, I think softball deserves their flowers here. We're going to start our show talking about the positives. We're going to talk about the team that went out there, and a lot of people were questioning why Virginia Tech wasn't hosting a regional because they were number 11 in the country. LSU was number 18 in the country. Those are just top 25 rankings. Those aren't the RPI. In RPI, LSU was ahead of Virginia Tech, and so it's a metric that we use. So guess what? Postseason baseball in Tiger Park. And then LSU went out there and absolutely proved why they should be hosting a regional. They're so good at home. And they played Akron in the first game. They beat them 8-0 in 6 innings. Okay, well, that's supposed to happen. It's 1 versus 4. Okay, well, then after that, they played Virginia Tech on Saturday. They also beat them 8-0 in 6 innings. So you go out, and then Sunday you close it out. You win 7-2. It was really just total domination all weekend there in Tiger Park. And it was a team that looked really confident. I don't know, how many of you got to watch the games live, but if you did, it was one of those feels where, oh, they're not going to lose today. Really both times. And that's a really good spot to be in. They had some incredible performances in the circle, but it was really, a total team effort. It was on the mound. It was in the lineup. They left no doubt. Now, we'll get to what they, are facing now. They've got an uphill battle. Obviously, we talked about it before it happened. But for Betts Arena, her staff, her players, they went out there for a season that did not start great. A season that, you go to Clearwater, you're playing some really good teams, you get punched. How are you going to react to it? And it took them a while to get off the mat. But once they got off the mat, then they've really been playing, I would say, top 10 softball ever since the South Carolina series. And so to see them go out there, again, this Virginia Tech team was number 11 in the country. So we're talking about a really, probably the best 2 seed out there of any regional that you had. And you left no doubt who the better softball team was. And so Alondra Tate, just seeing the softball team be able to regroup. They've got a lot of new, figure each other out, learn each other, and then in the middle portion of the season, go and handle business.
I watched this team last year, and I actually did the final game with Patrick last year when they lost to Southeastern in the regional. My thought was, if you can't get back to Oklahoma City this year, then when can you? Because you had Sydney Berzon, who was dominant.
Right.
Even though it was pretty good as a freshman. Yeah. She's obviously taken a step forward, but you looked so dominant through most of that season last year, and you come up short. That's why I keep saying, this is a complete opposite of last year's team in the best possible way. You had tough competition at the beginning of the year that, let's be honest, you struggled against. But once you hit that stride, it kind of just clicked. Like you mentioned South Carolina, kind of halfway through that SEC series or SEC season, a switch just flipped. Whatever that switch was, it flipped. And, if you're any team hosting a super regional, planning on getting to Oklahoma City, you don't want to face LSU because right now they're playing complete ball.
And we know what this sets up. This sets up a super regional in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. You're going to face the number 1 overall seed, Alabama. Now, they were ranked 3rd in the country in the top 25, but number 1 here in the postseason rankings. It's going to be a challenge. You're a really good softball team, but look, you're a national seed, a host as well. So with the way that you're playing, LSU softball is not going to half step into this oh, man, this was great. We got to this point. They're going to have every intention of going down there and pulling off the upset. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing this team, as hot as they are, going to play another really good hot softball team. Alabama's number 1. They left no doubt in their regional as well. But I also like the fact that Virginia Tech was in town. And so you didn't have, this 2 seed that you didn't really respect. You had a 2 seed that a lot of people were pushing to be their own regional host site. So, again, it's going to be a challenge. Alabama, I think, was 52-7 overall on the season. And then, in their regional, as I said, there was no doubt who the best team there was. But we all know LSU and Alabama and Alabama's head coach, Patrick Murphy. There's history there, so it adds to the intrigue. And so looking forward to LSU going to Tuscaloosa, seeing if they can pull off the upset. Those games are going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if necessary. Friday, first pitch, 6 p.m., and then Saturday, first pitch going to be at 2 p.m. Game 1 is going to be on ESPN2. Game 2 going to be on main ESPN, again, Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Time. So looking forward to that. All right, we will step away. That was the fun stuff. That was the good stuff. That was the positive stuff. LSU softball, and all the great things they did. When we come back, it's not going to be as positive. We'll break down LSU baseball and what happened there and break it all down. And look at their path for the SEC tournament, see what they would have to do to pull off a miracle, and we'll break it all down when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to gcopnet.com, gcopnet.com. Technology is supposed to make your business run smoother, not create more problems, and that's why businesses across Louisiana trust Gulf Coast Office Products. For decades, Gulf Coast Office Products has helped companies with office technology solutions that improve efficiency, productivity, and communication. So from copiers and printers to managed IT services, phone systems, document management, workflow solutions, GCOP helps businesses of all sizes operate smarter and more efficient. So what separates Gulf Coast Office Products is local service and support. They talk about that all the time. It's their number one selling point because it is truly the thing that sets them apart. The person you call, the person that answers, is going to help you with whatever you need. They don't transfer you 17 different times. You can go to their website today, gcopnet.com, to learn more. Gulf Coast Office Products, Louisiana's trusted office technology partner.
Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh, say ooh. And the
Off the bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. Just real quick, someone was asking inside of the chat who Alabama played. They played South Carolina upstate and beat them 8-0 on Friday. On Saturday, they played Belmont, beat them 3-0. And then again on Sunday, they played UC upstate and won that game 9-0. So, yeah, definitely not the Virginia Tech opponent that LSU had. So we'll see if LSU can use that to their advantage, playing a team that was number 11 in the country. But that's who Alabama played. And, again, LSU, Alabama in Tuscaloosa coming up this weekend on ESPN2 on Friday and ESPN on Saturday. All right, before we get to the SEC baseball tournament, just real quick, a recap. I know we've kind of joked about it already. We joke so we don't cry. Florida beats you on Thursday. As we know, we broke that down on Friday. They win 11-8. And then they come back on Friday. That was just a non-competitive game. They win 11-1 in 7 innings. They rule you on your field. And then Saturday was 15-11. It was a football score out there in the box. And you just, look, you're not going to win an SEC game when you give up that many runs. You give up 37 runs in 3 games. I'll say that again, 37 runs in 3 games. Because, for you, you score 20 runs. Score 20 runs in 3 games. A lot of times that's going to win you a series in the SEC. You score 20 in 3 games, not when you give up that many on the mound. So more of the same. We talked about it the other day, right? LSU is scoring runs. They outside of Friday where they only score 1, you're just not going to win games. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to be competitive there. Like, you take a look at what happened on Saturday, all right? Just think about this real quick. If I would have told you, like, this stat line before the season even, in the middle of the season, doesn't really matter. Stephen Milam hits leadoff. He gets 2 hits, 4 RBIs. Curiel hits second. Well, he scores 2 runs, gets 2 hits, walks another time, so on base. Cade Arambidi, who's hitting third, he goes 3 for 6 and has 4 RBIs. Mason Braun, who moves to cleanup from leadoff, he goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. So your first 4 hitters had 10 hits and 10 RBIs, and you lost. It's kind of the summary of the season.
Yeah, that's been the entire season.
Couldn't take 1 game.
And Zach Cowan went out there, and he's been put in a spot that I don't think he anticipated him being in, having to start this many games. and he goes 3 innings, gives up 4 runs, strikes out 4, doesn't walk any, so at least competitive on the mound. Fontenot comes in after that. He gives up 2 runs. But it was really when Sheeran comes in, he only goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 3 hits, 5 runs, all earned, walks 1, 2 wild pitches, and that's all she wrote. So we could just say rinse, wash, and repeat because it's been the story. Certainly, there was a portion of the season whenever you got to about the middle portion where it was like, this is going to be it. Like, if we want to win baseball games as LSU baseball, we're going to have to outscore teams. And, look, you're tried and you're damnedest. You're trying to. You're scoring 11 runs, 8 runs, and it just does not matter right now. So if we're going to take any positives away from what's been happening, it's going to be Cade Arambidi. It's going to be Mason Braun. Cerna obviously has been dealing with some stuff here and there, but when he's been in, he had another home run this weekend. Like, those are the 3 players that you're going to get excited about because of what they've meant and, being players that are coming back, some only freshmen. So that's where you're at right now. And we'll talk about the SEC baseball tournament, but Tete Alondra, this has just been this team's MO. The only thing you can kind of take away from it right now is you've got some young guys that are playing really well, and they're going to gain some confidence, and they're going to have to be your dudes next year.
Yeah, I think that's literally the only positive takeaway that you can draw from this entire season. But I also think that you can look forward to next season knowing that I don't think LSU or Jay Johnson are going to let something like this happen again. You know what I mean? In terms of roster management, who you go get, how much money you can spend. Like, LSU has shown that they are very invested in the NIL space, and they're very invested in wanting winning programs and a winning athletic program all across the board. So I just feel like if money was an issue with Jay, like it's been alluded to for basically the entire season when he's like, hey, my bad, I mess this roster up, then I don't think that LSU is going to let that happen again. And I don't think that Jay is going to let lack of talent happen again either. We all know he can recruit. We all know he can develop players. And I'm excited to see what he does with the freshmen that have already improved and developed in just one season with Jay Johnson. So,
yeah, I mean, he can't miss in the portal again, right? Like, because take Milam out of the equation because we don't know if he's coming back. If you can get Braun, Cerna, Aaron Beatty, that's a pretty good core right there of young guys. And then your pitchers, if you look at it, Schmidt should be back. Cooper Moore has a chance to come back. Kaysen Evans should come back. Marcos Paz is here. He's only a freshman. Like, your pitching staff kind of looks okay too, but you can't miss on the portal. You got to go get guys. Like 2 years ago, you hit on everyone.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit of an outlier. This year also an outlier when you miss on every one of them. I mean, can you hit on, 7, 8 guys out of the portal, pair that with a William Patrick or somebody that's shown progress down the season, and you'll be fine, but you can't miss on every player.
Yeah, and look, the MLB draft, as we talked about it, like, it got you. It got you this year. Like, you've been able to get some of those guys to come to school because NIL, it's a beautiful thing, and they'd rather make some money, play for LSU baseball. When they get drafted, typically they have a cup of coffee in single A. They get, accelerated to double A pretty quick. Or do you want to go to rookie ball, low A, high A, bus rides across the country? And that's what Jay Johnson's been selling and the entire SEC's been selling. And you just had some guys that they had an opportunity to make some game-changing money and be a pro. And so, you lost out on a handful of those guys that you thought you had a chance because you did. You had a chance. And so we'll see what that looks like, too. High school recruiting class, which is massive because we're seeing more and more freshmen across the country be able to step in and play. I mean, look, Mason Braun, he's been hitting leadoff and he hits cleanup in the same weekend, right? And so, you can have impactful freshmen. So we'll see what happens there. But, yeah, I mean, look, the portal is the portal. You got to hit on it. You just have to.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes to go get a frontline starter, you got to go do. Whatever it takes to go get a frontline reliever, you have to go do. You just have to. That should be your main focus. And look, we're not telling Jay Johnson anything.
No.
He's the best coach in baseball. I still believe that. He's won 2 of the last 3 natties, right? If you want to argue, go argue with a wall because I don't care. So
You need to find the Ianson and the Anderson that are out there.
I mean, think about Anthony Ianson at UC San Diego.
Yeah.
Right? And people talked about him,
So
but
that's the thing. Like, Jay has gone to these smaller schools and he has found players that are really, really good, like Anthony Ianson. I mean, UC San Diego is not like a quote unquote small school, but it's not one that you like.
But it's in the Big West.
Yeah.
But like it's Anthony Ianson didn't have the fanfare that some of the other people in the portal,
Right.
but Jay, look, his Southern California,
I mean,
obviously
even Zach
background.
Cowan from Wofford.
Yeah, we got a pretty good scouting report on him. Yeah, you play
Yeah.
against him and you're like, okay, I need that guy on my team.
Right.
So
it's doable.
yes. And
It's
again,
just everything's changing so fast in college athletics, and like it's kind of hard. Like we talk about it all the time. It's just hard to keep up with it. And I think Jay can and will, but there's just a very disappointing bad season.
Not having an ace really hurt. You didn't have an ace this year. I mean, you thought Kaysen could maybe be that guy. He wasn't. We waited all year for it to come around. It never happened. William Schmidt couldn't be that guy. Like Cooper Moore was your most consistent until he got injured. Last year, what did we talk about? Oh, man, it's so rare to have 2 aces on this roster with Anderson and Ianson.
yeah.
This year, you had none. I mean, there wasn't that one guy where you're like, got to have it, must-win game. We're going to give the ball to this guy, and he's going to go get his 6 or 7 innings. You didn't have that guy.
Yeah.
And again, like I just mentioned all the pitchers that are able to come back. As of right now, none of those guys are that no-doubt frontline ace. You got to go find one.
No, but if you do, you can put Kaysen back where he's supposed to
Yep.
be.
yeah, as a stopper.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big year for William Schmidt next year, too. It's going to be a big year for him.
Yeah, I think
Like-
also you can put him where he's supposed to be on Sundays also.
And he took a stride.
Yeah.
For sure, from what he was his freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
We know how talented he is, so that's somebody you're going to count on him next year. He's going to have to be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to go get somebody that as soon as you sign him, it's like Friday, Saturday, no doubt. Like there's no questions about it. We've seen him do it. It might not be here, but it's been somewhere.
You did it with Luke Holman too.
Yeah. You got to go get that
And
guy.
even Gage Jump.
Gage
That was
Jump.
the Gage Jump and Luke Holman, they were transfers. And
Yep.
they were your Friday and your Saturday guys.
Yeah, so you've hit. And I know it's hard to go back in the memory bank when what's fresh on your mind is not hitting in the portal.
Yeah.
But they've hit. This staff has hit. They understand it. I promise you, nobody's going to work harder than Jay Johnson in the offseason. I wouldn't be surprised if that man doesn't go home.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to make his wife come have dinner with him at the box. Like, that's just who he is. That's how he's going to be. I've talked to people around the program. He's already kind of starting that process.
Sorry, I'm like, bruh. I just texted my physical therapist. But anyway.
Alondra's got a workout injury. She's
I don't know.
playing
Like,
through.
I pulled something and every movement I make hurts so bad. But I was going to say, you think we're disappointed in this season and like we hate this? Bro, this is eating Jay Johnson alive.
Yeah.
I already know it is. So.
I was, because I know Jay pretty well. I was going to go say what's up to him before the
Yeah,
first pitch, and I was like, not these circumstances. My man's locked in. He's trying to win. I gave him like one of these real quick, and he gave one of these back. It's like, what's up, bro? But he's going to be, it's going to be a little revenge tour
Yeah.
for sure. So, all right, we'll step away. When we come back, we'll kind of break down what the SEC baseball tournament looks like what LSU is facing, what they would have to do, kind of break down the bracket. We do have Will Helmers joining us later, so we'll pick up the baseball talk there as well. We've got weekend winners all coming your way when we jump back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, these days it feels like most banks have forgotten what customer service is supposed to look like, but at First American Bank and Trust, relationships still matter. When you bank with First American, you're working with local people who understand Louisiana families, businesses, and communities. That means faster decisions, personal service, and real relationships you can count on. So whether you need personal banking, business banking, mortgage loans, construction financing, or help planning for the future, First American has the experience and technology to help you reach your goals. So we always want to make that point. They have all the latest technology. They've got all the latest tools that every national bank has, but they have customer service. They have local service. So decisions are made here. They don't have to call San Francisco, New York, ask for permission. Like those decisions are made right here locally. They've been doing it for over 100 years in the area. FABT.com, FABT.com. First American Bank and Trust, banking on relationships.
Seen the skyline of New York City, fireflies in Tennessee. Sipped a little shine from a paper sack that'll knock the horns off a Cadillac.
Off the bench with Hester and Flynn, presented by Bayou Automotive.
Sun sank into the sea. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt and hat. But my favorite place to be is here and now. Nowhere else in this world tonight. You and me ain't it good to be alive. Ain't no better place, ain't no better time than here and now. Everybody's waiting, but they're waiting on what? Better get to living, cause all we got is here and now. Think I fell in love for the first time with the Gulf of Mexico. Thought I found a true love in Malibu, but that water was a little too cold. Yeah, I left a few tears in the rear view, one or two that were hard to forget. Why you think we call the present the present?
All right, welcome back in. OTB. Got old Tay-Tay with the aux cord today. Songs you hear on a boat. I knew some Skinny Kenny was coming.
You got to have one.
I knew Skinny Kenny was coming. He's on the boat playlist for a lot of people. SEC baseball tournament going to be played starting here in a couple days. Actually, tomorrow, I think, is first game. God, it's already the 19th. My God. So it's going to be tomorrow is when everything gets started, and it's going to start. You've got Ole Miss, who's a 9 seed, taking on number 16 seed Missouri. That's going to be a 9:30 a.m. first pitch. You've got 12 seed Vanderbilt, 13 seeded Kentucky is game 2. Game 3, the 10 seed Tennessee taking on the 15 seed South Carolina. And that game is going to be at 4:30. And then after that, you've got LSU taking on the number 11 seed Oklahoma. LSU comes in as the 14 seed. So if you win that game, you take on the 6 seed Auburn, and that's going to be on Wednesday night if you win that game. So LSU's got a team in Oklahoma that they did play a series with earlier in the year where, if you remember, they won the first game of the series. At the time, Oklahoma was number 7 in the country, and we're like, okay, well, here you go. Because remember, you started out the season with Vanderbilt, and you lost a heartbreaker in game 1. You got walked off in that game. Then you won game 3, and so you're like, okay, well, LSU at the time was still a top 15 team in the country. You win that game, and you're thinking, oh, this actually looks like it, could kind of be something, even though you struggled in some non-conference situations, and then you lose 2 close games to Oklahoma, 4-2 and 4-3. Now, Oklahoma and where they're at, they're going to want to do everything they can, I think, to win game number 1, and they're going to want to get to face Auburn in game 8 of the SEC tournament. But your path, if you're LSU, right? So you have Oklahoma. The Auburn Tigers are an interesting one because you didn't face them this year, which is abnormal. But your path would be Auburn and Texas A&M, and then then obviously we're talking about you're on the same side as Texas. The other teams, Arkansas, Tennessee, and South Carolina. It's going to be hard. It's going to be there's some teams in front of you that are really good baseball teams, but that's what it looks like to begin. Oklahoma, really, because obviously we know how the A&M series went. You didn't play Auburn, as we mentioned, so you got to get the first one. We all know that. I don't know how LSU is going to handle that. Oftentimes, LSU's in a completely different position when you're going to the SEC tournament with what they have to do. Now, we've seen them. You go back a couple of years, like they had to go make a run, and they certainly did, and how big Milam was in that SEC baseball tournament. I don't know how they pitch it. I don't know how they're going to try to go out there and play game number 1. It's going to be held together with duct tape and super glue. It is what it is. If you don't win the SEC tournament, you're not going to be playing in the postseason. So, uphill battle to say the least. Starts with Oklahoma. If you get past them, as we said, Auburn. If you get past them, you're playing Texas A&M. So, we'll see how they format it. We'll see how they play it. Again, that game's going to be tomorrow night. We don't have an official start time because that game before them, game number 3 between Tennessee and South Carolina, that's at 4:30. You're after that. And, again, we'll continue talking LSU baseball when Helmers joins us a little bit later in hour number 2. Hour 2 coming right back your way here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, if you're dealing with low energy, weight gain, poor sleep, low T, or just not really feeling like yourself anymore, Rejuve Medical can help. Rejuve Medical specializes in personalized wellness and anti-aging treatments designed to help men and women feel healthier, stronger, more energized. Their experienced medical team creates custom treatment plans that can include HRT, medical weight loss, IV therapy, peptide therapy, sexual wellness treatments, and more, all based on your individual goals and needs. This isn't about gimmicks or quick fixes. Rejuve focuses on long-term wellness and helping patients improve how they feel every single day. So they've got 13 locations across Louisiana. They've also got one in Mississippi as well. And the thing that we always remind you, if you're listening to us in those areas, they've got a Rejuve Me that is convenient for you. We just want you to go to the website, find that one, find the right plan for you, get your labs done. You can go to RejuveMeMedical.com, RejuveMeMedical.com.